Hi everyone. In the ongoing series of software engineering, today we will discuss risk management. This is my introduction. My name is Devashish Padhi. So let's start about risk management. So first we will discuss what is generally a risk. Okay, in every day-to-day life, in every task, there is some type of risk may be involved. Similarly, when we develop a project, there may be also some risk. So what is generally a risk? A risk is nothing but an unfavorable event arises during the development of the software. Unfavorable event means, let us consider my project takes 6 months to complete, but due to some condition that my project does not complete in 6 months of time, rather it requires some extra time. So this may be one type of risk during the development of the project. Let us consider another example. Under my project, 100 number of technical person works, but due to some situation, some people leave the project. So this may be one type of risk. Let us consider another example. I can estimate that my project cost is 5 lakh. That means my project completes in 5 lakh amount. But due to some situation, some extra cost may be required. So that may be one type of risk. So these are nothing but unfavorable condition, not favorable to my project. So risk is nothing but any type of unfavorable event or circumstance that can occur while a project is underway. Whenever my project is going on, if some unfavorable circumstances, unfavorable conditions will occur, then that is nothing but my risk. Risk management. So what is generally risk management? By the help of risk management, we can reduce the effect of risk on the project. We can reduce the effect of risk on the project. So risk management aims at reducing the impact of all kinds of risk that might affect a project. Our aim is to reduce the risk. Okay, it consists of 3 kinds of activity. Risk management consists of 3 kinds of activity. First is identify the risk, that is nothing but risk identification. Assess the risk, that is nothing but risk assessment. Contains the risk, that is known as risk containment. Okay, so risk management consists of three kinds of activity: risk identification, risk assessment, risk containment. Before going to these things, risk identification, risk assessment and risk containment, we will discuss the types of risk. What are the different types of the risk? Different types of the risk may include project risk, technical risk and business risk. So what is the project risk, technical risk, business risk? Let us discuss. So what is generally project risk? Three categories of risk is possible. That is known as my project risk, technical risk and business risk. So first we will discuss about what is the project risk. Okay, what I have already told you, project risk consists of various forms of budgetary. Budgetary means money problems. Okay, if any type of monetary problem is there, that is known as my budgetary. Schedule. Schedule means time period. Within how many time period your project will continue. If your project will not continue within a stipulated time, that may be the risk. Personal. Personal means number of persons. If you want 500 people, but that much amount of people is not available, that is one type of risk. Resource and customer related problem. During the project development, what are the different resources needed, and customer requirement of the customer if not fulfilled. If requirement of the customer is not fulfilled, this type of risk is considered, it comes under your project risk. So project risk concern various forms of budgetary, schedule, personal, resource and customer related problem. Okay, next thing is, what is basically technical risk? Technical risk consists of implementation, testing and maintenance problem. These type of problems comes under your technical risk. If some problems are there in the implementation phase, if some problems are there in the testing phase, while interfacing your software with the client side, if some problems will arise, and after maintenance some errors are arises, some problems are there, your software is not properly working. Okay, so this type of problems comes under your technical risk. Okay, next is your business risk. This type of risk include risk of building an excellent product that no one wants, losing budgetary or personal commitment. You are developing such type of such a software that software was not properly working, no one wants that software, then that comes under your business risk. So again I can review what is generally project risk. Project risk consists of monetary problem, number of persons, personal problem, schedule within time limited problems, and if customer requirement is not satisfied, that comes under my project risk. Technical risk means in case of implementation, testing, maintenance, if any type of risk, any type of problem will occur. Risk means unfavorable. If any type of unfavorable condition will occur, then that will comes under my technical risk. And business risk means after my software will fully developed, if my software is not accepted by any type of client, then that comes under my business risk, because I have lost my budgetary. I will lost my budgetary problem. Okay, so that comes under my business risk. Then one important concept in risk management is your schedule slippage. What is generally schedule slippage? the invisibility of the product being developed is an important reason why many software projects suffers from the risk of schedule slippage. What is the meaning of schedule slippage? Now, whenever you are developing the product, let us consider you are developing the house. Let us consider you are developing one house. So development of house is visible to you. How many walls are constructed, how many rooms are constructed in the stipulated time. Okay, so these are visible. Let us consider for any manufacturing project, manufacturing of cars. The project manager can see the shape of the car. That means either engine is fitted or not, either wheels are fitted or not, doors are fitted or not. That can be visible to the project manager. But in case of software, the development is totally invisible to the project manager. Development of the software is totally invisible to the project manager. Okay, so this is nothing but my schedule slippage. Schedule slippage means schedule is slipped. Slipped means it is not developed within a stipulated time of time. It is not developed within a stipulated time of time. That consists of risk. Due to a risk of schedule slippage. Schedule slippage means, schedule means time period. Within time period, I can develop the project. But due to some unfavorable condition, due to some unfortunate, the project is not developed with that stipulated time. So that is nothing but my schedule slippage. Overtime, you can say that overtime. Okay. So next we will start about different categories of risk. That is, first is known as my risk identification. Okay. What is risk identification? Now this comes under my risk management. Risk management comes under my risk management. So in case of risk management, the first step is identify the type of risk in your project. Okay, and it is very much good for the team members to identify the risk as early as possible. Okay. So the project manager needs to anticipate the risk in the project as early as possible so that the impact of the risk can be minimized by making effective risk management plans. Okay, what is the meaning of this line? Let us consider you might be worried whether the vendors whom you have asked to develop certain modules might not complete their work in time, whether they would turn in poor quality work, whether some of your key personnel might leave the organization, etc. You can identify this type of risk. Then the project manager can examine which risk from each class are relevant to the project. Okay, in which class the risk is identified. It is whether it is from project risk, whether it is from technical risk, whether it is from business risk. That must be identified in the risk identification phase. Next thing is risk assessment. what is risk assessment? What is the objective of risk assessment? Now rank the risk. Rank the risk means which cause most damage to the project, that can be identified first. Rank means give some numbers. Which risk will cause high damage to your project, that may be ranked 1, then rank 2, then rank 3, in this manner. Okay, that means rank the risk in terms of the damage, how the project will damage, how the risk will damage your project, rank them. Okay, so how can I rank? Now the likelihood of a risk coming true. First thing is the likelihood of a risk coming true. That means whether I in the previous step I can identify these are the risk in my project, whether that becomes true or false. Okay, on that manner you can rank them. Second is the consequence of the problem associated with risk. If that risk is true, what are the different problem arises that may be identified, that may be assessed here. Okay, first thing is what are the different risks are identified in the previous step, whether that risk are correct or not, true or false. If the risk is true, then what are the different problems associated with that risk? You can assess. Okay, so this is the objective of the risk assessment. The main objective is remember this term, that is known as my rank. Rank the risk in terms of the damage. How can I rank? Now whether that risk identified in the previous step is either true or false. If it is true, what are the different problems associated with that risk? Okay, in the next step, that is known as risk containment. So after all the identified risks of a project are assessed, plans must be made to first contain the most damaging and most likely risk. Which risk is mostly damaged, that must be contained. Okay, so there are three main strategies to plan for risk containment. First is, if you avoid the risk, avoid them. If you not in a position to avoid the risk, so transfer the risk. Then in the third step, reduce the risk from the project. So there are three main strategies to plan for risk containment. First is avoid the risk, transfer the risk, risk reduction. So what is avoid the risk? Risk can be avoided by discussing with the customer to change the requirement, to reduce the scope of the work, giving incentive to the developers to avoid the risk of manpower turnover. Okay, you can ask the client to change the requirement. That means just avoid it. What are the different requirements? Just avoid it. If not, then second step, transfer the risk. This strategy involves getting the risky component developed by a third party, buying insurance cover and so on. For the development of project, if I buy some third party software, then please transfer it. Then risk reduction means planning ways to contain the damage due to risk. Let us consider if there is a risk that some persons might leave or some new requirements may be planned. Okay, the most important thing is to do in addressing technical risk is to build a prototype that tries out pieces of the technology that you are trying to use. Okay, that means if you are using a compiler for identifying the commands in the user interface, so first you have to construct the compiler for the small project. Okay, or in simpler term you can remember that risk reduction means as much as we want to reduce the different risk. Okay, so this is all about your risk management. If any problem occurs, please ask me. Thank you.